Welcome back for yet another, dear friends and supporters of the Quintilian Institute. Sometimes things go without saying, and while we at the Quintilian Institute of Words About Words can understand and respect that position, it should be noted that we will always have a great deal to say about even those things that go without saying. It is, of course, a matter of professional integrity. Let it not be said that we left a thing unsaid that could have been said. Unless, of course, that unsaying could be a form of saying, that silence a form of eloquence. In such a case as that, we find the Institute's latest rediscovery, the ancient art of that which goes without saying. Now, you may be most familiar with ellipsis in the form of that punctuation which shares the name. When you're quoting a passage and leaving something out, you put an ellipsis in the place of the omitted material. Ellipsis is omission. It's not just the punctuation, though. Ellipsis has a much longer history as a way to leave things unsaid, but it's also not just not saying things either. It's not saying things that can be understood in context. So if I started a sentence and then, well, that wouldn't really be ellipsis, would it? That would just be stopping mid-sentence. No, ellipsis would show up in something like this. The new interns are doing a wonderful job. The old interns didn't. Strictly speaking, we could finish that verb phrase in any number of ways. The new interns are doing a wonderful job. The old interns didn't respect the work, earn their keep, do anything to preserve the integrity of our important efforts, eat enough jelly beans to continue stalking them, greet their superiors properly, or see it coming. But the most likely conclusion a reasonable reader would draw would be this one. The new interns are doing a wonderful job. The old interns didn't do a wonderful job. See, the context and parallel alignment of these two clauses strongly suggest that the omitted or elided portion of the second clause is identical to what does appear in the first. Here we see ellipsis leading to no loss of understanding because the missing words are easily supplied by context. And other elliptical sentences might look like this. Anyone who wants to can become a writer. I'm willing to lead the meeting this month if they will next month. The Quintilian Institute's researchers are renowned for their intellect, its halls for their elegance. See, in any of these cases, words that a reader can easily fill in just get left out. This is the power of ellipsis. But we have a bonus rediscovery, as we often occasionally do. A specialized case of ellipsis known as anantipodeton, the omission of the second part of a correlative structure. Of course, when we speak of correlatives, we mean those grammatical pairings like either or, both and, or so that. For example, either I go or you go. The tomato both fell on the ground and ruined the carpet. I lamented so long that I became an elegy. But with anantipodeton, you might end up with something like this. Either you publish enough articles no one will ever read before your tenure review, or the more you say nice things about me, the more the angry mob outside the castle frightened me so much that In these cases, the exact omitted wording is harder to pin down, but the emotional tone remains fairly easy to read. The first is a threat, the second a person succumbing to feelings of being flustered, and the third, well, it's just too horrible to say. So, whether you're using one of the general forms of ellipsis or something more specialized like anantipodeton, you too can find graceful ways not to say that which goes without saying. And it could go without saying that the Institute is ever grateful for your support and for your patience as we occasionally interrupt your normal programming to share our breaking rediscoveries of words about words. Of course, we also invite your continued support, drawing your attention to the like button, subscribe button, and comment box, and encouraging you to, well, thank you once again for watching, and I'm sure we'll return you to your regularly scheduled programming with nothing having been missed or omitted during our brief elliptical interruption.